Assalamu alaikum. A very good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to do comprehension from your OIE textbook. So I request you all, you must have your book and your notebook, and you must sit in a position that you can write the meanings, difficult meanings, or you can underline the important things from your text. So our our topic is all living things. So before we are going to read the topic, you must have the pencil in your hand. Hold your pencil, sharp your pencil, and then you will write the date on the top of your page number 68. And then you will write the classwork and day, and you must have your language notebook as well. You must draw the margin lines on the language notebook, and then you will write the date, classwork, and day. Till then, we have a look on the learning objective. In this lesson, we will discuss the writer's use of language, and then we will interpret the imagery, which is a very important technique while writing or describing or in a descriptive writing, as you have done the descriptive writing in your creative writing. So it's a very important technique, and we will also discuss the techniques in the given extract or in the given text, right? So let's have a look on what is imagery, because this is very important, and we have discussed in the techniques of descriptive writing. We have already discussed this technique, but again I am revising this technique here. That is, the imagery is a kind of technique which the most oftenly used by the writers to create the image, to create the picture, to create the image in the mind of readers, of every reader, as we are the reader and we are going to read the extract. So by using the figurative language, by using strong vocabulary, by using adjectives, by using similes, by using metaphors, by using the five senses in writing. So this is the basically a kind of technique which mostly used to create or make the image in the reader's mind, right? So the writers and the poets used in their writing to create or to make his or her writing more appealing, more beautiful, more effective. Okay, so there are different types of imagery. The sum of the imagery only refers which we can smell. Okay, some imagery just refer the sense of touching. Some imagery or the words only depends or describing how things appear. Like in the example, the boy had rosy cheeks. So it will definitely tell us the colors, the shape, the size, and the pattern. And some imageries or the words just only used to refer the sounds. Okay, and some imagery just only used to show the taste of the things or describe the things, how things taste. So it is important that you can be specific when you discuss different types of imagery in your writing, in your descriptive writing. So how can we identify imagery in any given text? I will also tell you how can you identify the examples of imagery or sensory using sensory imagery in any writing or in this given text. So you will figure out which sense is being used in the line or in the sentence, okay, or in the text. And you will also ask the question, what sense does this example use? Okay, whether it is a sense of sight, it is telling us a sense of sight, sense of taste, sense of touch, sense of smell, okay, or sense of hearing. I hope you have opened the page number 68, which has been started from the young Gandhi. I'm going to read the text first, and then you will also write the meaning on the book. Underline the things, underline the imagery that has been used in the text, okay? And you will also write the meaning of difficult words. Young Gandhi. As a child, Gandhi was brought up in a loving family and taught to respect all living things. In this story, as a child, Gandhi, which which name has been used as Mohan, goes to market with his mother, but he learns that in his religion cows are holy animals. Okay? So in their religion, basically they are talking about the Indians or the Gandhi. The cows are very sacred animal, holy animal, and they always give respect to them. Okay? They worship them or they respect them. All living things. Hold your pencil. Students, hold your pencil. You should write the meaning when you and underline the difficult words as well. Mohan sat tall, breathing in the tropical scent blowing off. Mohan sat tall, breathing in the tropical scent blowing off the Arabian Sea nearby and the rich smells of spicy cooking. Now you can notice that the writer has been described the scene where the Mohan had been set and he had taken the breath in the tropical sand means the writer is creating here the imagery of sight, image of sense of sense of sight and sense of smell as well, the scent blowing off the Arabian Sea. So tropical meanings the hot humid climate or the equator. A very hot sultry means tropical means very hot sultry. So here the writer is describing the scene very well, and the Mohan was also smelling rich smell mean the strong smell of spicy food or spicy a meal or spicy cooking. There were also men and women trudged the dusty road. Trudge meant a crowd or large group of people. I'm repeating the meaning of this word. Trudge mean the large group of people. The dusty road, again the writer is using the technical imagery and is describing the road with dust. The road covered with dust. Dusty is basically an adjective here, and it is telling us the road was covered with dust. Their great shirts. Now the writer is describing the people. Their great shirts and flowing saris, a shifting rainbow of color. A very good use of imagery here. Flowing sari is also kind of imagery, and which also we were looking like the changing colors of rainbow because women were wearing beautiful sari or colorful sari which was looking like the changing colors of rainbow. So again the writer is using here the image and sense of sight because it making the image in our mind, and it basically referring the visual imagery, our sensory imagery, right? Their chatter a mix of Bengali and Hindi languages. Again, the writer is describing the people who were talking in two languages, basically Bengali and Hindi. So here describing the scene that is of the market. The people were also discussing or talking, and there were a smell of spicy food there. Now, other rich people in rickshaws waxed fast. Waxed means to take something or somewhere very quickly. Write the meaning of this, which means to take something or somewhere very quickly. Weaving between the people. Weaving mean twisted in the between the people. Soon the Gandhi family driver was sprinting too. Sprinting means running fast. It's a kind of a race of a run at full speed over a short distance. Sprinting means running or a kind of race or covering a distance a short in a covering a short distance with a full speed. Covering a short distance with a full speed. Suddenly the rickshaw stopped. Suddenly the rickshaw stopped. Why did the rickshaw stop? Because we will know the reason. Further, Mohan jumped out of the office seat onto the road. Means suddenly means without any expectation, unexpectedly and quickly the rickshaw stopped there without the reason. They didn't know the reason why the rickshaw had stopped there. Then Mohan was also fell down on the road because of the sudden break. So he started to stare up. He stared up at the old cow that had tottered in front of them. Mean he was started to stare up the old cow because the cow was standing there. And she was just frozen there, and she was just stopped there. And tottered means tottered. The word which is also in your word cloud. Tottered means moving or the kind of movement, slow movement. Okay, move in unsteady way. Move in unsteady way or unstable. She froze in place while traffic swayed around her. Mean she was just in the middle of the traffic and means what? Cow was just in the middle of the traffic and she just stopped there and everything was just around her. Everything means every traffic was just around her. So it means down or curve, right? Uh, so sorry. Again, you can see this these words. Sorry, so sorry. The the driver was saying to the cow, this sorry not for the Mohan but for the cow because as you know that in their religion the cow or the cows are supposed their lords or they worship them. Sorry, Mrs. Gandhi, and the rickshaw driver also saying sorry to Mrs. Gandhi as well. Now look at the reaction of Mrs. Gandhi. Take your time, dear old one, she called to the cow. Mrs. Gandhi was saying to a cow that take your time means she was relaxed. She didn't care about the Mohan who had just fell down on the road and who just came out from the came out and just fell down on the road. But she was talking to or saying to the cow, the Lord Vishnu is with you. Vishnu is a name of Hindu god. Vishnu is a name of Hindu god, and she was saying that Lord is with you means seeking the help for cow. The animals turned bleary eyes in Mrs. Gandhi's direction. Bleary means dull or blur, dim, or due to the tiredness or due to the sleep. Okay, so bleary, write the meaning of bleary. Bleary is an adjective looking or feeling dull or unfocused due to the pain or sleep. I'm repeating the meaning unfocused due to sleep or dull. Feeling dull or looking dull. Watery eyes or misty eyes. Okay. Mohan rubbed a scrapped elbow. Scab means rubbing or removing the dirt from his elbow. Be you care more about the cow than you do about me? So here he was annoyed and he was just got angry because everyone just caring about the cow. No one's noticed that he just fell down. So that's why he was saying to her mom that you care more about the cow than me. Okay, so more respect and more the cow has the more importance, got the more importance than the human being or than the Mohan. Her lips pressed together. I revere all living things means revere means respect. Respect or feel deep respect all living things. ठीक है? She pointed to the cow, and she especially pointed to the cow that she has a respect. Means Mrs. Gandhi was saying that she has respect for all living things and especially for the cow. You help her, she said, for dear Vishnu. And again, that she's talking to his to to her lord or to her lord, that is Vishnu, and she was saying that the Vishnu had helped her. Mohan looked at his mother for a moment. On this point, Mohan was looking at her mother, then at the cow. Her bony shoulders stood higher than his head, and flies swarmed. Swarmed means dense group of flying insects. Swarmed means dense group of flying insects. Okay. Her eyes. Helper of the road, Mrs. Gandhi prompted. Again, because there were the flies were just around her eyes, so Mrs. Gandhi just said or evoke that prompted means evoke, to make something happen. Prompted means to make something happen, to make something happen. Okay. Mohan took a breath and waved the flies from the old cow's face. Now what did the Mohan do? He took a breath and then he started to fly off the flies from the cow's face. Big as she was, the cow flinched. Okay, the word flinched is here. You would write the meaning of flinched means instinctive behavior or reaction due to the pain. Okay, instinctive reaction, a small reaction due to the pain, or you can say to make sudden or a small movement due to pain or fear. The cow flinched mean the cow reacted. How the cow reacted here? She just moved. She just moved herself in a small. She showed some small movement due to the fear and the pain. Now, easy old girl, Mohan said. Old girl mean here the cow. Easy, take it easy. He did not know how to move a cow. He picked up a twig to sweat her. He picked up twig means here a small thin branch of tree that without leaves. So you can say a kind of a stick for the moving. And he started to pointed out to the flies. Sweat means hit something, especially for insects. Okay. Thing ahimsa, Mohan Bes called it. The ancient Hindu teaching ahimsa, non-violence in all living things. Non-violence in all living things means non-violence means a peaceful way of bringing about change. So in their ancient Hindu, they don't show the stick towards the animals, especially to the cow. So this is all your text. So let's have a look on the page number 69. We have to read this text as well. It's all about our young Jinnah, our Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and which has been taken from the adapted from a sister's recollection by Miss Fatma Jinnah. So this extract has been taken from the recollections of the by the Miss Fatma Jinnah. When Muhammad Ali was 6 years old, our parents engaged a tutor to teach him at home as he was too young to be sent to the school, which was too far to be reached on foot. He was indifferent to his studies and loathed arithmetic, but liked playing in the neighborhood with boys of his age and was a good at games. Through, the, through this proficiency, he became their leader. When he was 9, he was put in a primary school where his confidence wilted when other boys scored better marks than him. Means a leave. Wilted means leave or flopped or drooped. Okay. When he was 9, he was put in a primary school where his confidence means shifted or left the confidence. So, and other boys scored better marks than him, much to father's learning. When father asked him about his studies, he said, "Papa, I don't like school. I would like to be with you in the office and learn to do things." So, what's the reaction of the father here? You can see father tactfully means said with skill, told him that he was too young, the office discipline was strict, and the timings long. He would have no time for play, but my brother insisted and started going to the office. He soon realized the importance of reading and writing. All that he was fit for were minor chores means task or duty. Chores means task or duty or routine duty or routine work or task. Nobody valued his opinion. Again the Muhammad Jinnah or young Jinnah was realized that nobody's care about him, nobody valued his opinion. So he had no time for sport, and again he realized that he had no time for sports and now no time for playing. After 2 months, he announced that he would like to go back to school. Now, for us, there is a lesson for us as well. Father replied, "You see, my boy, there are only two ways of learning." How many ways of learning? There are only two ways of learning. What are they, Papa? One is to trust the wisdom of your elders and to accept their advice. Okay? Whatever your elders are saying to you, accept their advice. The other is to go your own way and learn from your mistakes. So second is the other is to go your own way and learn from your mistakes. So Muhammad Ali Jinnah listened attentively. He had decided both to learn from his own mistake at school and to go his own way. His attitude to studies changed. He became more involved and no longer lagged behind his classmates. Our parents were impressed. Okay, this is all the reading of page number 68 and 69. Now you have to write the classwork on your language notebook. You will write the topic all living things, and then you will write the learning objective. As you know that you have to write the date here, and then classwork, and then you will write the day here. And you know that you have to draw the margin lines. After this you will write the topic all living things. You will also fill the index learning objective. You will write this learning objective, and then you will start writing the part B and C. So total questions are 5. You will write first question, give 3 phrases the writer uses to describe the scene in lines 1 to 6. Okay, this is from the first paragraph. You will write from the first paragraph and you will write just the phrases like Mohan sat tall, breathing in the tropical scent blowing off the Arabian Sea nearby. Okay, and then men and women trudged the dusty road. Question number 2 is what imagery we have discussed in detail. What imagery is used to describe the people's clothes? Yes, we have discussed this question very well and in detail. Flowing sari, shifting rainbow of color. Why is the word suddenly and a very short sentence used in line number 7? Because that's showing that the um, unexpected and sudden action or the quick action or rapid action that has been taken by the rickshaw driver. How does the writer show the Mohan got hurt and felt cross in line 12? Yes, it's felt cross mean he frustrated or uh, felt bad or annoyed here. Why did he feel like that? Because the cow had more importance than the human being, and he was just being ignored there. So that's why he was got annoyed. He was got hurt, and he was. So you will just write that line where that feeling or emotion has been showing by the writer. Yes, but you care more about the cow than you do about me. Yes, okay. This is the line. These lines showing the emotion of the Mohan here. Now part C. What about you? Write four sentences to describe what happened from the cow's point of view. So you will write just about the cow point of view, what happened to her, why she was just flinched and she was just stopped and frozen there. You will just write the things explaining or describing about the cow. Okay, only four sentences are required for describing the behavior or attitude of the cow in the given text. Okay, it's very easy. It's up to you. It's open-ended question, so you will write the answer on your own and write the complete answer. You will write on your language notebook. This is all from my side. I hope you have understood the lesson, and it's and am I clear to you all? So have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.